The NERDS team is tasked with completing a project concentrated on construction management and bidding. The project is based on the UConn Southwest Campus Infrastructure Upgrades project, which has already been completed by the project sponsor Manafort Brothers. Specific project tasks were broken up in order to accommodate the team's fall and spring semesters. For the fall semester, the team is tasked with creating bid documents and going through the bidding process. During the spring semester, they were tasked with creating submittals, determining a schedule, allocating resources, and writing a work plan for the project.
Throughout our first semester, we performed a cost estimate of the project and participated in a simulated bid. In order to estimate the overall cost, we performed a series of quantity takeoffs using Bluebeam software, which allowed us to determine realistic quantities of materials used throughout the project. In order to demonstrate how an estimate was made for each task, we'll use 8-inch PVC sanitary pipe as an example. So here we are in Bluebeam. We had to find every section of 8-inch PVC, one of which can be shown here in green. I found it easiest to use the dimensioning tool, which is here. Areas could also be quantified for other tasks using the area tool. Before we could get accurate dimensions, it was necessary to calibrate the measurements using the calibrate tool. It was easy to do this based on the scale bar from the drawings. I also used color coding, which can be seen to keep track of the tasks that we needed to quantify. We were able to generalize the size of a trench that would be needed based on the average depth of the pipe and the necessary dimensions for bedding. We used standard pricing for all of the materials given to us by our sponsor. Once we had the price for materials, we had to use the RS Means book to determine the crew and equipment that would be necessary to do the job. The amount of time that the task would take could be estimated based on the crew productivity. This time was then used to add a crew cost to the task. This same process was carried out for each aspect of the project. The overall cost was then used to complete bid documents and revealed during a simulated bid opening. Our team had the lowest price compared to the estimates made by other contractors, so we won the bid, which concluded the first portion of our senior design project.
Submittals are shop drawings, samples, material data, and product data. They are required primarily for architect and engineer before installation. Below is an example of our submittal log. We run through each section of our bidding specs and list down all the items that needed to verify before the project starts. We have to record a submit date, subcontractors, suppliers, and types for each of the spec sections. This step in construction management is to help us ensure the correct products will be installed on the project.
Hello, my name is Rilan Rakaj, and I'll be presenting our scheduling portion of the project. Our schedule is to be a resource-loaded schedule. This means that in the schedule, not only can you see a task, its duration and predecessors for the project, but you can see its resources, which for this case are labor, machinery, and materials. With these elements, a cost can be generated. Here's the schedule that our team created, which is divided by each phase of the project, which was outlined for us in the project specifications. A phase defines a time period and what areas of the project will be addressed during that given time period. So, under this column, we can see that we have the tasks, we have the durations of each task, then we have the starts and finish dates for each task, the predecessors, which are the tasks that must be finished before that the given task can begin. So for this task, predecessor is 33, which is the Jersey barriers. Then we have the resource and we have the cost. So these tasks are all under the phase 1 for alumni drive, and we have the duration, start, finish, and cost for alumni drive.
During the latter half of our second semester, the NERDS team was tasked with creating a work plan referencing all the documents we created as well as those previously given to us. The work plan embodies all aspects of the project and details specific processes that occur before, during, and after construction. It begins by introducing the project with information such as the site where it will take place and the scope of work to be completed. The technical approach overview section describes the steps we plan to take to complete all the necessary work in a timely manner. The next few sections outline our actions to certain on-site circumstances. For example, the execution section explains the methods we will take to keep our resources balanced and effectively working to complete the project on time. Other sections, such as the utility termination and installation sections, list out what work needs to be done in each respective category. At the end of the work plan, you can find our resource-loaded project schedule and submittal log for more information.